second. Give me 1 second. Let me just do something. Oh no, we're good. We're good, man. We're good. Okay, we're here. Sorry about that. I just had to check my internet was on the internet and not on the 5G. I just had to make sure the internet was all the internet and it was all working before I did this. I didn't want to have to do it again. You know what I mean? Okay. How are you doing today? Are you good, man? Right, I'm just washing my hands. We always start, don't we, with a bit of washing of the hands. It is obviously to show everybody on live. Yes, the goat, that yes, I am very clean when cooking, and yes, I do wash my hands. I wash them through the process as well to make sure that they stay clean. Wash. Because you've got to have clean hands if you're going to cook. I wear a hat at all times because I don't really lose hair, but if I did lose any hair, I wouldn't want it to go in the food. Okie dokie, tutti frutti, let's bloody go. Yes, Danny. Yeah, Jocelita. It is meatballs. I'll show you all the ingredients that I'm going to use. They're all in front of me here. Yes, and then we will go through the process of preparing and then cooking. Yes. Okay, dilly. Very tasty dish, this. Very healthy for you. Very good for training, this. So, for anybody who lifts weights, yeah, this is really good. It's good before the gym if you eat it a couple of hours before. Yeah, it's good for before the gym. It'll give you a lot of energy in the gym. You won't lose no energy if you eat this before the gym. Oh, it's also good for after the gym, for recovery. Yeah, it's a very good meal, this. I've been cooking this for years. Do you know what I mean, right? And obviously perfecting what I need to put in it and stuff like that. Now, it doesn't need many ingredients, but it needs flavour. So, I am going to make homemade garlic bread. Well, that's a bit later on in the video. I'm going to just make it on brown bread. Doesn't need to be anything special. You can use cobs, you can use a baguette, you can use whatever you want. But I'm just going to make it on brown bread. So these are the ingredients for this meal. Like I said, make fucking loads of them. But this is what we need. All right? So, we have... Oh shit, hold on. We have a tin of chopped tomatoes, salt, soy sauce, harissa, pepper, meatball sauce, whichever meatball sauce you want, paprika, plum tomatoes. These are little spicy peppers. I used half of them yesterday for the curry. I'm going to use the other half with the seeds for today, so this will be a bit spicy, these meatballs. Green, red, fucking ginger, garlic, fresh basil, onions, the meatballs themselves. Obviously, we're going to need cheese for the garlic bread and the brown bread. Yes, brown bread. Will be cooked with tagliatelle as the pasta that we're going to use, which is... Where the fuck is it? So this is the pasta that we used, yeah? Oh yes, I'm very good at making garlic bread, my friend. Now, what we're going to start with first, so these meatballs, I'm trying to keep the name out. These meatballs, yeah, it's just because the YouTube doesn't like the name of the supermarkets. I'll tell you where it's from. It's from Asda. They don't actually like the label of the name. So these meatballs, I won't cook them this big. I'm going to break them in half. Then I'm going to put them on a plate. I'm going to break them in half, re-roll them into meatballs. I'm going to put them on a plate, and then I'm going to marinate the fuck out of them with all the stuff that's going to go in the meal, really, when it comes to the spices. And then the stuff that is on the meatballs will serve as all of the flavours. I won't have to add nothing else. It's like the salt that I add to these meatballs is all the salt that's going to go in the dish. The pepper that I add is all the pepper. The paprika is all the paprika. Yeah? And then I'll put them to one side, and then we'll get on with preparing the vegetables. I'll show you the process as we go through. I'll show you what I'm doing with these meatballs, and then we're just going to crack on, yeah? So here we go, mate. Meatballs. Yeah? All right? Yeah? Yes, Weber, how are you doing? Stagnick? Yes, ginger. Fresh ginger. I'll show you, you've got to peel it and stuff, you know what I mean? But we'll get to that in a bit. Let's just start. So, I'll show you what we'll do with these. Just a plate. And then basically, get one meatball at a time, break it in half, and re-roll the bad boy to create meatballs that are about that big. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I can chat to you while I'm doing this because it doesn't really take any thought. So if you want to have a chat to me, now's the time, mate. Now's the bloody time. While I'm rolling my meatballs, mate. Yes, Spray, how you doing, bro? How is everybody today? You all having a good day? Well, I went up the golf range earlier, as you probably saw on the golf channel. That new swing, it looks so different to my normal swing, but I think I need to get it in between. The J021,000. What does that mean? SJ? I don't know what that means. Bust a bit. So yeah, we're making meatballs this big. So, yeah. They don't have to obviously be exact, but you know. Fair play, Spray. Fair play, bud. Enjoy it. I've got so much fucking work to do here for this meal. I've got so much work to do. I'll cook it in the pan first, and then I'll add it to I'll cook it in the frying pan. I'll fry everything off. And then obviously, as you all know, I'll cook it in a big pan in the oven. Only for about half an hour tonight though. So Tony can actually get to eat this before it's freaking too late. Because obviously I've been to the golf range and stuff, and then I've had other stuff to do, so I'm cooking this quite late, to be honest. Fucking hell, Chad. That's not good, bro. Go to the doctor. You should be. You should not be shooting blood, brother. When am I doing my first vlog? I'll leave it as a surprise for you. I'm not going to tell you. Probably sooner than what you think. I look like a good partner. Thank you very much. I do try to be as good as I can be. I'm not perfect though, like. I do try to be as good as I can be to the wife. It all comes with love, I suppose. I love my wife. Everybody here knows how much I love my wife. So when you love your missus, it's not hard to do cook and clean and stuff like that. If that's what you mean, because I'm cooking and I clean and stuff like that. It's not hard to do it if you love your missus. Yeah, most probably Dan, but it's better to get it checked, I think. I think it's better for him to get it checked. You need to give it to the doctor with that, bro. Just get it checked. It's worth just getting that checked. Well, you won't get that shotgun story again, bro. I will be going live decorating, yes, as I'm ripping the front room to pieces to create a better front room. Yeah, I will. Good evening, Parker. How you doing, bud? I'm just rolling meatballs. Don't worry about me much. It's the most exciting part of the process, this, mate. As you can see, I'm fucking excited, mush. I'm having the time of my life. Just rolling my meatballs, mate. Just rolling my fucking meatballs, you know what I mean? Yeah, rolling balls. My favourite thing to do. Just roll them up. Treat them with, you know what I mean? Treat them with a bit of love. Don't be too rough with the balls. You're just chilling, Parker. Fair play, bro. Well, I'm cooking, so I'm not exactly just chilling. Yes, JJ, how you doing, brother? Are you good? On the channel that you fucking come up with a name for, bro. Now you guys, after tomorrow, you might see me in video format. You'll probably see me in video format, but you're not going to see me on live for a few days. I'm just having a few days off. I'm not no longer going to absolutely kill social media like I did. So yes, guys, you won't be having me for a few days after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably give you a live tomorrow at some point. I don't know when, maybe. If I don't, I don't, right? But yeah, you won't be seeing me for a bit. Because I'm just going to have like a few days off, 3 or 4 days off, and then I'll come back on again. I'm great. I'm great, Evie. How are you, bro? I'm absolutely wicked, mate. How are you? Billy? How you doing, bud? Well, we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're bloody getting there. You cooking as well, Evie? Fair play, bro. Fair play. I'm not the only one cooking then. Ah, yeah, Parko, but do you know something, bro? We don't need to talk about it no more. What's done is done. That's in the past, and we just move on in it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. Onto a bigger and better and brighter future, my friend. And leave, you know, those people where they belong, in the past. Do you get what I mean? We don't, you know what I'm saying? I can understand your feelings, but we don't need to go there again, brother. But I do understand your feelings, and fair play, thank you for the support. You do need private time, yeah? Week off work, bored shitless. Yes, Parko, yes. You know, it's just move on to a brighter and better future, bro. More positive content and that. I have got some content to upload to YouTube, you know. People on my golf channel are going to get to see it, and there will be a few things that I put on here that, you know, you'll get to see, yeah? Which I haven't put on here yet. Obviously, me tasting the curry that I made last night. That's been made into a little video, which I haven't put on here yet because I've been putting stuff on my TikTok. But tomorrow is going to be like, I'll get up in the morning, I'll do a TikTok live, and then all tomorrow afternoon is going to be more focused on the YouTube content that I need to put out. So on my golf channel and this channel, you are going to get some content tomorrow afternoon. You're going to get the shit round of golf that I played the other day. You're also going to get some little funny food tasting shit. You know what I mean? So just something out of the ordinary, really, for my channel. And you're going to get to see me taste the curry that I made yesterday. You've got to watch all that video. It's only about 7 minutes long, right? I swear, wait till you get to the end. I'm not even gassing with you. Tony was laughing her fucking tits off, mate. I'm not even joking. She was laughing her fucking head off, mate. When am I starting the front room? Next week, brother. Next week. Next week, mate. Lamb stew is done. Oh, sounds fucking delicious, mate. Love a bit of stew, mate, well, you know I do. AZ, well, I'm not really going to discuss that, buddy, to be honest. But at some point in the next few weeks. You made a huge pot, Bill. Oh, fucking hell, mate. You can't beat a good stew. You just can't beat a good stew. And don't wrong, these Viking meatballs are lovely, but you can't beat a good stew, mate. You gotta love a good stew. You know what I mean? You just had meatballs and spaghetti. Well, Jack, this might be a new take on meatballs for you, this, buddy. This might be a totally new take on meatballs for you when you see how I prepare it, what I put in it. Yeah, and then obviously you might be able to give it a try yourself, innit, bro? And see what you think of it. This will have a bit more of a kick in heat than normal. But, you know, I don't mind a bit of a kick in heat. I'm not going to make it hot enough so I can't fucking eat it, like, because you know what I'm like, I'm not very good with spice. So I'm not going to make it hot enough so I can't eat it. But, you know, a bit of spice never hurt nobody, mate. So I'm going to put a bit of heat in this. I just hope I don't go over the top. You're having Vindaloo Bombay potatoes tonight, bro. They sound fucking spicy as fuck, bro. They sound like they're gonna blow your back doors off, bro. Just being honest, they sound fucking lethal, bro. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. What? It's Michael Caine, isn't it? Yeah, it's Michael Caine. Sprite is top tier with blackcurrant juice, I agree. It's like lemonade, isn't it, Sprite, right? So lemonade with blackcurrant juice is nice. Oh man, we're nearly there, we're reaching the end. I've got 2 bloody meatballs left to roll up, man. Wait till you see how many are on this plate now. Well, obviously, 24 become 48, don't they? So there's 48 fucking meatballs on this plate when I've finished. That's how many I've just rolled up, man. 48 fucking meatballs, bro. I have to do this every time. Look, 48 meatballs. I'll show you the meatballs. I've got to go and wash my hands first, obviously, before I go pick up my phone. I've got meatball all over my freaking hands, look. Look, I've got meatball all over my hands, look, you can see it, look, it's all over my hands, meatball, bro. I've got meatball hands. I've got to go and wash my hands, you know what I'm like. But, that's it, bruv. Last one. Right, let me just go and wash my hands and I'll be back, yeah? Thank fuck that's done. Jesus Christ. Right. I'll show you the meatballs now. They're prepared. So now I've got to put all the spices all over them, yeah? So now you put whatever you want on there. Whatever you want on there, as in, you know, how much you want to put on. Right? Where's the salt from? But I'll give you an idea of what I'm putting on, yeah? Salt. Try and get this spread out evenly. Now this is all the salt that's going in the dish. No more salt will go in this dish at all, that is it. You don't want to put too much salt. You need salt. But I want to put a tiny bit more. Only a tiny bit. You need salt, but you don't want to drown in salt because I swear to God it'll just ruin the dish. Now with everything else that goes, no more salt will go in this dish now, yeah? Pepper. No more pepper will go in after this. No more. Harissa. Now you don't need much of this because it's spicy as fuck. That will be enough. Yeah? And then soy sauce. I'll try and cover it all with the soy sauce. Yeah, and then the last thing I'm going to put on is paprika. And I'm putting the soy sauce on first because I want the paprika to proper stick to it. Yeah? My fave meal that Tony makes for me. Sunday dinner. Sunday dinner or Christmas dinner, definitely. Now paprika, but the problem is with this, it's coming. I had to get some from the shop, yeah, because I'd run out, and it's come in a freaking bag, man. Like it's come in a bag. It don't matter because I can deal with it in a bag. It's not a problem. But yeah, paprika, right? And I will show you this. And this is all the ingredients, spice-wise, that are going on this. No more. Now I'll show you this now. Now that's all of that on the meatballs, yeah? And that, all of that there, don't worry about the ones on the edge because all this mix is going to go in the pan, right? But I'm also going to mix them up with my hands now. Now this is a dirty job, mush. I'm going to have to wash my hands after this. Right, but I'm going to mix these up with my hands now, very gently. I do not want to break them or ruin them, but I do need to mix it. So I'm being extra gentle, mate. Extra gentle. Like extra. I only need mixing to a certain degree, and I've done them enough. Mixed. Right now, preparation of all the vegetables. So you know what vegetables we've got, so there you go. All mixed, ready to go. Leave that over there on the side. Now, doesn't really matter which way you chop these, but I'm going to do garlic and ginger first. Ginger, most people who watch me know this, peel the outer skin off. So literally peel the outer skin off.
you want it yellow like that. You want the whole piece of ginger yellow, yeah? So peel all this like bark off, right? Because if you don't peel the bark off, yeah, it'll taste like absolute fucking shit, mate. You'll be eating bark, mate. You want to eat some bark? You want to eat some fucking bark? What are you, a fucking woodlouse? Are you a fucking woodlouse? What do you want to eat bark for? Oh, I just like myself a bit of bark, Danny. Well, I don't like myself a bit of bark. So I've cut all the bark off to just leave it as the little piece of yellow stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, Billy, try these, bro. They're absolutely gorgeous, mate. They're really nice. There's a lot of flavour goes into them. So the flavour is what really makes a difference. Like, you can, all the ingredients that go into this, there's so many ingredients. They are cooked well, and they're cooked into the dish at the correct times, because I've been doing this for years. Obviously, when I first did this, I've had to take stuff out and add stuff. It's like been experimentation for years, but I've kind of got to know exactly what goes in and makes it taste nice now, because I've been doing it for so long. So yeah, if you follow my cooking instructions and you follow my ingredients, yeah, mate, it tastes fucking so nice. It's full of flavour. It's full, absolutely full of flavour. Now, I will show you. We're going to chop this up fine, and we're going to chop this up fine. Yeah, I'll show you when I've done it. At the moment, I'm slicing it into big slices. Yeah, and then I'm simply going to get my knife like that, and I'm going to do this to make it small. Yeah, so tip of my knife on the side, and then I'm just going to do this, but fast. Yeah, and I'm going to pin that to the side of my fingers. So I'm going to pin the front of the knife to the side, and I'm just going to move the back of the knife, and then the middle of the knife is going to slice through them and make them really small. Garlic is chopped up, and we're looking for it basically to be that fine. Yeah, so that's how fine we're chopping the garlic. I'll show you it though. You want your garlic to be fine, okay? Yeah, so yeah, look, chop your garlic fine. Yeah, now same with the ginger. Slice it. It's not even that. Do you know something? You know, if you're chewing on your meal, you're having a nice little chew, scranning it down and that. You're loving life. It tastes so nice. And you're like, ooh, this is fucking delish. And then all of a sudden you get a piece of garlic that is the size of an actual piece of garlic, or a piece of ginger that is the size of an actual piece of ginger. And you're like, ooh, maybe not so nice. So yeah, these things, like a massive piece of garlic, chewing on that, mate, would not make your food taste nice. I don't give a fucking shit. And chewing on a massive piece of ginger would be the same. It just tastes fucking nasty, man. You know, you've got chewing on a sock or something. I don't know, it wouldn't be nice. I mean, I know I do eat garlic like raw when I've got flus and stuff like that, but I don't eat it that raw. I do put it to the back of my throat and swallow it. I don't chew it. I have chewed a piece of ginger before, and believe me, it's not a nice experience. It's freaking horrible. So same with the ginger, look, yeah? Chopped very fine, all right? And that's ginger and garlic done. That's ginger and garlic done, folks, right? Ginger and garlic both chopped, ready to go. And that's very close camera angle, yeah? So you can tell, because they're as big as like the little dots on my side. Do you know what I mean? Right, now, next thing to chop is going to be these little peppers here. That I used half of them yesterday for the curry. I'm going to use the other half now for this. I'm going to chop them up and I'm going to leave some of the seeds in. That's what makes it spicy. Yeah? So we're going to chop them up nice and fine. Right, this is just to add flavour. This is not to add no mass or anything really. This is just for flavour and a bit of spice. These aren't normal peppers. These are like spicy peppers. Yeah, so they're not normal peppers. These are normal peppers. Yeah. There we are, look. So I'm going to chop these up fine as fuck. So I'm going to chop these up mega fine. So I'm going to chop them up like that. So I'm going to chop them like that. But I'm going to leave the seeds in. Alright? Because that is where a lot of the spices contain. So we're going to leave the seeds in. And we're going to chop these up really fine. Because I want this to literally melt into the meal when I cook it. But I want obviously the heat and the flavour to be there from these little peppers. Yeah, it's just to add a little bit of heat and flavour. I've already got a harissa, which is on the meat, and that will also add heat and flavour. More heat than flavour, harissa to be fair. But it does add some flavour. But these will add a little bit of heat and flavour to go with the normal peppers that I've got. Yeah, the normal peppers are just normal peppers. So they'll like complement them. You can look at the beginning of the live and you can see all the ingredients. That's them peppers chopped up, see? About the same size as the garlic in there. Now with these normal peppers, I'm going to chop them down, take the seeds out. I'm going to chop them into strips about this long and about this fat, and then I'm going to chop them into squares, basically. Yeah. Keeping it roughly about the same size, keeping the peppers about the same size, and do you know what I'm saying? So chopping this pepper, chop the top off. Chop the top off, watch. Chop that off. In there, cut that, and cut that. And it'll just come out. Yeah? Boom, boom, boom. And then, it just comes out. The whole seed mass. Yeah? Then if you just basically tap it on the side, and all your seeds will be out. None left. Easy. Same with the green one. I mean, I know a lot of people know how to do this stuff, so I know that I'm not being condescending or anything. If you know how to do this, then this isn't. You don't need to. I'm just showing people who don't know how to do it. Right now, chop this. Into lengthways pieces like that. Same with the red one. Chop it down the centre and just go around chopping yourself like carrot-sized pieces. You know what I mean? You know, like this. Well, I call it carrot-sized pieces. I don't know why. Yeah. And then once you've cut yourself loads of these, then you're going to chop down them into little squares. And get 4 or 5 of these, get hold of them, put them in a line, and just get to fucking chopping some. This doesn't take long because I'm used to fucking doing it. But trust me, if you're doing this, it might take you a bit longer than this. Mind you, it's quite a thorough cooking video. So you can follow it pretty easily. It's not hard to follow, is it? Just not hard to follow at all, mate. So you can definitely follow this, folks. You can cook this meal yourself, 100%. And if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm like grabbing 3 pieces of pepper, I'm stacking them together, and I'm just chopping like that. That's what I'm doing. Right, pepper's done. Show you. peppers, done. Right? Now, onions. So, that garlic there is going to be kept for the garlic bread in a bit. So, do you know something? We'll do this first. Fresh basil. Take the leaves off. You only want the leaves. When you're cutting them up, right, don't squash them. If you squash them, so when I'm going to cut these up, I'm going to cut them very gently. I'm going to hold them like this. I'm not going to squash them. Because if you squash them, a lot of the flavour comes out before you even cook them. So cut them very lightly. It's only a leaf, so it doesn't take much cutting. Do you know what I mean? It's only a leaf. Cut it very gently. You want a lot of that flavour of the leaf to stay in there until the cooking process. Do you know what I mean? So I've learned this from using basil loads, fresh basil, and fresh mint, and fresh thyme. Yeah, that basically you want to handle them a bit gently. Do you know what I mean? And then once you get your basil chopped up, your basil's going to go next to the garlic. You don't need loads of basil, because it can be an overpowering flavour if you put too much of it in. But I've found about 6 to 8 leaves. About 6 to 8 is about the right amount. Depends on the size of the leaf, obviously. Right, now, we are now on to chopping up onions. Right, it's 2 full onions. Use whatever onions you want, by the way. You can use normal onions or you can use red onions. It doesn't really matter. Onion, I mean, this is for people who don't know, okay? Chop there, slice it like that, peel the first layer off. Chop there, slice, and peel the first layer. When the first layer wants to yield to me. And there you go. Yeah, you're left with the onion that you can use, all right? It's the easiest way of doing it, rather than just trying to peel that skin off. If you just slice that first layer, it's so much quicker. Yeah, so again, end off, slice down the onion. First layer, it's like a bark of a tree in it. So there's your first layer, yeah? Just peel that off. And there you go. Hold it like this. It'll stop you crying so much. If you cut it that way, you'll cry a lot more. Hold it like this. Slice down the centre to nearly the bottom. Then turn it on its side and then dice it. I went too far. It depends how fine you want to chop your onions. I never want them too thick, even though they will reduce down while I'm cooking. Right now, at the moment, I'm not crying at all. Can you see what I've done? Yeah? Now I'm going to turn it that way and slice straight down, and it'll go into little tiny pieces. You'll have a little bit left at the end, just chop through it. Now you saw how quickly I did that, yeah? This is what it yields. And that was quickly done. And this will all just break apart into chunks, into little chunks like this. Yeah? And I'm not even crying, am I? I will be though once I get into it a little bit more. End bit, I'm just chopping that little end bit now into little chunks of its own. Yeah? Same with the other one. I need to clean up in a minute. Same with the other one. Job's a good one, man. Always that first slice. I always go down a little bit too far on the first slice. I always have. Now, I know a lot of people already know this, what I'm doing now. I know what a lot of people are saying. Oh, Danny, we don't need to know this. But it's for people who don't know, people who don't cook. Do you know what I mean? So again, look. Sliced it. On its side. Cut through. Oh, and by the way, they still make you cry. You still get tears. You just don't get as many this way. You just literally don't get as many as what you would normally get. But you still get them. You can't escape them fuckers, mate. Right. That is all ready to go. I know we've got a few more ingredients to prepare. Takes a lot of prep, doesn't it? Let me clean this mess up a little bit. It's getting in my way. So basically, I'm just cleaning up now all the, offcuts of vegetables and shit, because they're getting in my fucking way. They're literally starting to affect my little workstation here. So I need to get rid of them. So I'm just cleaning up your little workstation a little bit. And then we can proceed. Now, the only things left to do now is to chop up these baby tomatoes and then get to the fucking cooking, mate. Cooking, you all know I use a little bit of oil. Now these tomatoes will melt into the dish anyway. So I'm literally just going to chop them fucking in half. I'm just going to chop them in half. I'm not going to fuck about it. They're just going to get chopped in half. Because they will melt into the dish. They will melt into this dish. And then I'll show you all the ingredients on the side that's ready to go. And then it's just about adding flavours and adding fucking stuff and cooking it. So I'm just going to slice them in half like that. Right, now I'll show you all the ingredients. So what is going into this meal? Obviously I've got a tin of chopped tomatoes, I've got some meatball sauce, but ultimately what is going into this meal is this. Meatballs, marinated to fuck, basil, garlic and ginger, spicy little peppers, normal green and red peppers, onions, sliced tomatoes. And that is ultimately what is going into this meal. Now, over to cook. First thing we're going to do is get the pan heated up. Get yourself, obviously, a nice clean pan ready to go. I've also got this pan, because what I'll do is I'll cook it all in. I won't put the basil in there, because it'll just burn it. But I'll cook, and I won't put the tomatoes in there. But everything else will be cooked into that pan. Then it'll be transferred to this big fucker, yeah? And it'll be put in the oven for about half an hour for all the flavours to melt together. Now you all know, little tiny bit of olive oil and then a big spoonful of butter is what I cook in. And when I say a little tiny bit of olive oil, I mean a tiny bit. That's it, no more. A tiny bit. And then a big spoonful of butter. Heat it up, and I'll show you it as I'm cooking it. If you don't use hardly any oil and you use more butter, you don't really have to drain it off. Yeah, you just don't have to drain it off. Butter adds flavour. Too much oil makes it, if you drown it in oil, it's not good. It's just not good if you drown it in oil, trust me. You'd have to drain it all off and stuff through the cooking process. Fuck that, I'll just leave all the flavours in there. That's why I use mainly butter. Right, now, just on with the cooking process, folks. So cooking process, quite easy with this. To be honest, it's an easy cooking process. Once you've done all the prep, the cooking's quite easy and quite quick, it doesn't take long. First things first, garlic, ginger, onions in the pan. Fry them off for between 2 to 5 minutes. Depends on your preference. But keep it on quite a high heat and keep them fucking moving. If you don't keep them moving, you'll burn the ginger and the garlic, and you don't want to do that. Burnt ginger and burnt garlic is not a nice flavour. Okay? So until there's loads of other stuff in there cooking with it, you've got to keep it moving. So for the first 2 to 5 minutes, depends on what you want to cook it for, on a high heat, keep the onions and the garlic and the ginger fucking moving, yeah? Keep it fucking moving, son. Keep it moving now. You know what I mean, yeah? Keep it fucking moving, son. Don't stay still. Don't stay still, no. Because you'll get burnt. No, keep it fucking moving. Keep it a little bit fucking frisky. You know what I mean? Right. First things first. Garlic and ginger. And onion. Garlic and ginger is in the pan, yeah. And then onion. Lots of onion. Normally I have this on a plate, innit? And then I transfer it off a plate and it's all neat. But no, we're not doing that tonight. I'm just transferring it straight from the side with my hand straight to the pan, because this is how we're doing it. You know what I mean? This is how we're doing it, mate. We're not messing about, mate. Yeah, fuck it. Straight from the fucking side. Straight to the pan. Like a fucking man. Right, leave that in there now, let it cook. Give your hands a nice little wash, because why not? Now once this is cooking and we've got to the point where I can like call the wifey in here to give me an hand and just keep it going for me. Right. Yeah. What do you mean, bub? Once we've reached that point, trust me anyway, then I can start making the garlic bread. Because the garlic bread is another thing, mate. It's another thing. Right now, got to keep it fucking moving. Alright, mate. Meatballs, mate. Meatballs. Right, I've got to keep this moving, right? Keep it moving. It's hard for me to do all this in one hand, but I'm pretty good, so we'll do it. So, keep it fucking moving, Larry. Yeah? Keep it fucking moving. Non-stop, keep it fucking moving, mate. Keep it fucking moving, yeah? It's a lot easier for me to do when I've got the two hands, but hey, you get the idea. So in there is the garlic, the ginger, and the onions. You cold that? Lovely jubbly. Fucking lovely jubbly. Fucking love it. We love it, yeah. It's all about a high carb, high protein, very healthy meal, mate. Get it down, yeah. Get it fucking down, yeah. Lovely jubbly. Fucking lovely. Right, now, in with the meatballs. Now, everything that's on them, get the plate and just tip it all on there, mush. All them flavours, mate. Now, again with the meatball, keep them moving, but do them gentle. You've seen me do this before, right? I'll show these people who haven't seen me do this. These meatballs, once they are fried off, they'll be sealed and they'll be tough. For now, they're very soft on the outside. If you squash them in the pan, you'll break them. So this is how you do them. Yeah? Watch. Watch. Meatballs, yeah? Get right underneath them and gently turn. Right underneath them, gently, and turn. Hold on, let me shake the pan out. Let me just shake the pan out to get them at least like, you know. Right, now I can show you. Right. So, gently, and turn. Very gently. And turn. Okay? Until they're cooked. Now, obviously, it's a lot easier for me to do this with fucking 2 hands, alright? So I'm just going to concentrate on my meatballs, but yeah, very gently. Don't squash them. Once they're cooked, they'll be pretty robust, they'll be pretty solid, but not until they're cooked. Trust me. I'm very gently moving these about. You don't understand how gentle I'm being. You can raw fuck your meatballs up at this point, you know. I'm not joking. When they ain't been cooked and stuff, you can raw fuck them up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this moving and I'm going to put this lid on to help them cook a little bit. And just leave it for a couple of minutes. Yes, John, don't squash them. I'm not cooked, bro. I'm cooking now. Yes, Peregrinos. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Fresh made hot garlic bread. Homemade garlic bread, folks. Homemade. Homemade. I'll get a bit of heat in the pan. I'll take that off now. The smell of this is amazing. I'm not joking. I mean, we're nowhere near cooked. We've got a good 5 minutes of these cooking yet, but the smell of this is amazing. The smell of this is truly amazing. I'm not joking with you. We've got a fair bit of time for these meatballs to be cooked, mate. We're not there yet. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a spoon so that I can turn them over better. See, that's better. I can go, this is what I would normally use. And I can go straight underneath them and just keep turning them. You're getting there now though. They're cooking there, mate. When I was cooking these normally, obviously I wouldn't be cameraing it, so I wouldn't have to talk to you guys. So I would literally keep this just going. I'd just keep it cooking myself like. But obviously I'm talking to you guys at the same time and I'm showing you, I'm flipping the camera around and stuff, so not really ideal, you know what I mean? But we work with what we can work with, don't we? We're getting there now. I'll show you now, we're getting there now. If you're wondering about all the flavour and colour and sauce that's in there, you'd have to rewind to the beginning of the live to watch me marinate these bad boys. That's just all the marination that I put in there, yeah? So, but we're getting there now. Halfway done. We're getting there now. We are getting there now. We're about halfway done with these. And then, we're going to add the peppers, right? Now bear in mind, this is only just one stage of this cooking. It will have to go in this big fucking pan here, and then it'll have the second stage of cooking. By the way, oven temperature to cook them in the oven between 160 and 180, your choice, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know that. Between 160 and 180. I'll show you what I'm doing, yeah, with this spoon, all right? So these are nearly done now. the meat, well, near the first stage. What I'm doing is I'm doing this. Turning. 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 And then I'm like coming, well, I've got one hand so I can't come over the other side of the pan, but then I'm going over the other side of the pan and I'm turning all this pile back over to that side of the pan, then I'm turning it back over to this side of the pan, then I'm turning and I'm getting all the way to the bottom every time, yeah? So I'm literally turning them. And I can kind of show you from this side. So then I'm going to do like, turn, turn. I'm much better when I've got two hands, obviously, but turn. And that's kind of what I'm doing, okay? That's what I'm doing to cook them. Put the lid back on and a bit of heat to the pan. Yes, sunny days. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Probably toxic, maybe. Oh, it smells gorgeous, bro. Homemade garlic bread, bro. Homemade garlic bread. So at the moment, I've basically just got a lid on there, right? So I've just got a lid on there, yeah? I'm letting the heat build up in the pan to steam it while I cook it from the bottom. And then I'll take it off. Now the heat's built up, give them a shake and turn them over. Turn them over, turn them over, turn them over. Right now, in with the peppers, the little spicy ones and the normal ones. So the little spicy ones in there, and the normal ones. Put that, well, first of all I'll show you, but then I'm going to put the lid back on and just let that cook for a couple of minutes. So here's where we are now, yeah? Going to put that lid back on, let it cook for a couple of minutes. Now though, I'm going to turn it right down. Now, over here, right, basically, you see this? Yeah? Now, a jar of any meatball sauce you want. A jar of any meatball sauce, yeah? Any meatball sauce, doesn't matter what it is. It can be spaghetti sauce, meatball sauce, doesn't really matter. Into that big pan. A little bit of water in the jar. Shake it. Tip it all in. Right? Then, a tin of chopped tomatoes. Tin of chopped tomatoes. Well, that didn't work out in my favour. I might be able to smash this thing. Or maybe not. I'll have to get another tin. Right, let's try that again. Okay, let's try that again. A tin of chopped tomatoes. In there. Fresh tomatoes. Fresh basil. And, oh, please say she's got them. Barb? Yeah? You got any stock cubes? You got any stock cubes?
say?
You got any stock cubes? You got any stock cubes?
No.
No. Oh, fuck. There's something I'll fucking improvise. I'll just improvise. Normally, I would put a stock cube in there. A beef stock cube. Yeah, but I haven't got it. So I'm going to improvise. This is going to sound a little bit weird, but trust me, go with it. So I am only going to put 1 spoonful in. 1 spoonful of Bisto Best. Yeah. Gravy powder. That's it. And that is the whole thing done and ready to go. Normally, I would put a stock cube in there, but that will have the same flavour. Well, kind of. Yeah. But normally, I'd put a stock cube in there. But I ain't got one. So I'll just have to improvise. Right, now. This is all ready to be combined now, to be fair. Right. And if you're wondering why I add stock cubes, because it gives it just a slightly meatier flavour. Right, so we've got this pan. Normally I'd have a stock cube, but I've got fucking Bisto Best in there. Yeah, but don't worry about that. Trust me, it's needed. Basil, fresh tomatoes, tin of tomatoes, fucking meatball sauce, and some fucking Bisto Best. Trust me, you need the beef cubes. Best for beef oxo cubes. Then all of this is just going to be added to it. The whole fucking pan, mate. Just add it to it. Stir it up. I'm sure I forgot something in this, you know. Fuck, I have. I know what I forgot. Bacon. Fuck, never mind. I can put this in and I can fry off some piece of bacon, dice them up and stick them in there. So yeah, the only thing I knew I forgot something, you know, when I was making it. I was like, I forgot something here, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I've definitely forgot something. Right, in the oven. Half an hour to an hour. Well, to be honest, the longer you leave it in there, the better it cooks. Now, I've got to quickly fry off some bacon, then I've got to make garlic bread. I'll just fry it off in this pan then. I don't give a shit. I knew I forgot something. Bacon, well done. Alright, no fucking undercooked bacon. No undercooked bacon, mate. 3 slices should be enough. It'll be enough. And basically, that, apart from the garlic bread, that is the meal done. Barb, can you do me a favour, please? Can you come here and fry these 2 pieces of bacon until they're really well done? Chop them up and throw them into there, please. I was going to put 3 in, but I put 2 in. 2 will be enough. It's only to add that smoky fucking bacon flavour to it, eh? And that's it done. Now, garlic bread. Now, garlic bread, quite simple. I'm using brown bread. It's kind of more fluffy, so it's kind of more fluffy. Now there's 4 of us, so I'm gonna have 4 pieces of garlic bread. Now the way so just 4 pieces of bread. Yes, whatever bread you want, it doesn't matter. I'm using this bread. You can use whatever fucking bread you want. Let me clean my salad. I need the crock pot. We're going to take it out of the oven, yeah, every 20 minutes and give it a stir, put it back in. proper cooking. You know what I mean? Just cleaning my side off, and then we can let the garlic bread. Right, so first thing you need to do is just butter your slices of bread. All right, that's the first thing you need to do. This is not complicated, but it does taste very nice. It really does. It's got a totally different taste to shop bought garlic bread. Anybody? Babe.
Oh, yeah.
Totally different taste. Totally different taste. It's still garlic bread, but it tastes different to normal garlic bread. So first, just butter your slices of bread. Butter them good. Butter your slices of bread. All 4 of them, because there's 4 of us, so I'm going to do one piece of garlic bread each. Yeah? Because trust me, this meal is probably the most filling meal that I make anyway. Babe? Yeah. I'm sure you're deaf, baby. Right. So I've got my bread buttered. Right. Now I've got to get some garlic and I've got to chop it up mega fine. And this bit takes the most time. Yeah. So bread buttered, 4 slices. Yeah. Now I've got to chop my garlic up super fine. Right, and then I've got to put it on the bread, but I've got to space it out evenly in little tiny chunks all over the bread. It takes fucking ages. And then basically grated cheese on top. That's it. And then it takes about 10 minutes in the oven. Yeah. So obviously when you're about ready to eat, just put it in 10 minutes before. It'll take about 10 minutes in the oven. That's all it takes. Do you wonder what knife I use, by the way? I can't show this on TikTok. I can never show anything like this on TikTok, but I can on YouTube. It's a Sharpie. It's a sharp stuff. Very good, very sharp. Very fucking sharp. Great for cooking. So, garlic. Chop it up mega fine. I'll need more than this for 4 slices. It takes quite a lot of garlic to do this. I would imagine I'm going to need more anyway. When I showed you earlier, do you not listen to the knife? I am doing it very fast, you can probably hear it, but you'll get used to it. Just clamp the front down to the side, like pin the front of it down. It's ever so easy to do. Now, it depends on how much garlic you put on the bread. Obviously, depends how garlicky it is, right? Yeah, so it's up to you. It depends how much garlic you like, how much garlic flavour you like. All right? Now, let's try and do this with one hand. So, watch. And I'm going to do that all over these 4 slices of bread. All right? It's much easier to do if I've not got the camera in one hand. Get me another couple of cloves of garlic then. There's one done. By the way, this will not be done underneath the grill, this will be done in the oven. Won't be enough. Yeah, let's get some more tomorrow. I do get some garlic. You don't grill this like your cheese on toast, you put it in the oven. Your oven cooking, yeah? So it's not to be grilled. I'm just chopping up more garlic. Told you I'd need more. Never works right, you know, unless it's fresh garlic, by the way. Don't use garlic paste for this. It doesn't taste the same, man. Use fresh garlic, trust me, use fresh garlic. Don't use it like garlic paste or anything like that, man. Trust me on that. Use fresh garlic. Just chop it up very fine to go on this bread though. You want tiny pieces, man. Trust me. You don't want no big fat pieces. When it's in the oven, it will cook the garlic from underneath and cook it from all around, even though the cheese is on top. But it will only cook it so much, yeah? And the bigger the chunks are, trust me, it won't taste nice. Take your time chopping it up fucking fine as fuck. Like that. Really fine. And then take your time spacing out on the bread. So that all of the bread has got a little piece of garlic on it.
Is bacon go to in the pot?
It's going to be chopped up into squares first. Have you noticed how much effort I put into everything that I cook, folks? Have you noticed that? How much effort goes into everything that I cook? I don't do anything by halves, do I? I always do, make the best job I can of anything. I'm the same when I'm at work, you know. You know, when I'm at work, I do the best job I can possibly do. I make the best out of everything that I can possibly do. Because my mum always taught me that if you're going to do something, you might as well fucking do it right. And it always stuck with me, that lesson off my mum. Always. A bit more garlic. And then it is as simple as grated cheese on the top, folks. And that is your homemade garlic bread. Ever so easy to make. Really easy to make. And it doesn't take that long, does it? Yes, it's took me a lot more effort than just buying it from the shop, obviously. But it hasn't took that much effort, considering trust me, it tastes a lot better. It really does. People always ask me what my diet's like. What do I eat? So obviously I've, you know, to be able to lift and stay strong at my age and that. Well, you can kind of gather what I eat. I eat a lot of fresh, healthy produce. Because I cook a lot. Right, that's it. Now it's got to grate some cheese. Where's the grater there? Now it's going to grate some cheese and then I'll show you. So here's where we are now. So you'll be able to see all the little chunks of garlic on there. So look. Yeah, so here's where we are. Now we're just going to add grated cheese. That's the last thing that's needed. And then everything's done apart from the pasta. But I won't do the pasta. Tony will do the pasta. Tony always cooks the pasta. And Tony always dishes out. Now you can put as much grated cheese on here as you want. It is entirely a preference thing. It depends how much cheese you want on there. I don't drown it in cheese, but I don't skimp on the cheese, if you know what I mean. So I don't like them. I'm not putting just a little bit on there, but I'm not putting fucking shitloads on there. Too much spoils it. Too little spoils it. got to be kind of the right amount. I mean, I'll show you the right amount when I've done it. I know this is very basic stuff, folks. I'm not trying to condescend anybody, but at the end of the day, a lot of people don't make their own garlic bread, and this is how you make it. So let me put it on the bread first, and then I'll show you how much I put on. And again, try and get it neatly on there, not just a big splodge in the middle. Take your time, because the more you take your time, the better it's going to taste. How long has this took me? An hour and 10 minutes. Is it an hour and 10 minutes that? Or is it 110 minutes? If it's 110 minutes, it's nearly 2 hours. I don't know, I don't know, I'm not sure. There's a lot of preparation and stuff goes into it, so. And obviously the food tasting, when I taste it, will be on a video. And I'll obviously put that on TikTok. And then I will put it on here tomorrow. So you'll get the video of me tasting this tomorrow. It won't be done live. It'll be done tomorrow. And you'll get the video of me tasting the curry from yesterday tomorrow as well, folks. So you'll have a couple of food tastings to get your chops into. Right, so this is how much cheese I put on. They are ready to go now. Oven, a preheated oven at about 160 to 180 for 10 minutes. And that's all you need. And believe me, that is some nice garlic bread mush. And there we go, they're ready to go on a little metal tray. And there you go, folks. That is the meatballs cooking mush. Yes, that is the meatballs cooking mush. That is the whole process of cooking them. I've showed you everything. If you want to cook them yourself, you will be able to cook them yourself now, yes? Oh yes, oh definitely yes. I might as well eat a bit of this grated cheese rather than go to waste, yes. Yes. I love cooking. This is a new channel, AZ. There's a lot of new people here who haven't seen it. And I do cook other things. I cooked a curry yesterday. And I cooked the soup omelette before that. Go and enjoy mush. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, jumping, boy. Hoi, 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 hoi. Hoi, 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 hoi. That is gonna taste fucking lovely. It's gonna taste real snush. It's gonna taste fucking delicious. It's gonna be a delicious munch. If you want to have some nourishment and you want some protein too, so you can go to the gym and lift like Larry Wheels the Fool. Eat my meatballs, they'll make you strong. Eat my meatballs all day long. Eat my meatballs, they'll make you strong. Eat my meatballs all day long. Not the hairy ones that dangle down, the ones that I have made up all around. Not the hairy ones that dangle down, the ones that I have made all around. Eat my meatballs, it sounds real wrong when I say it to you in this fucking song. But eat my meatballs, they're very tasty. That's my wife, Tony. Get your brain out of the gutter. I was talking about a munch, nothing else. Hey, hey, games of games. Just the goat. You like the wall? You having a Big Mac and fries, or Danny G having a Big Mac and fries, mate? Danny G is having some meatballs. Some Viking, a meatball. Some Viking, a meatball. With tagliatelle and homemade garlic bread. It will be hearty. It will be good. It will put lots of muscle in the hood. Everybody eats it, they become a tank. Overnight, they become lank. I don't mean tall, I mean real staunch. Yes, man. No, I'm sorry. There's no tossing off going here. That might be your dream, my little buddy. But it will never happen, definitely not this year. Those golf clubs you can keep, my friend. I don't need them that much to think of getting in between your legs and doing what you're dreaming of. So I'm sorry, oh I'm sorry, that's not going to happen today. That sounds very, very G-A. It was worth a trying that. You gotta try it. You gotta listen. If you don't ask, you don't get, mate. Yes, Mark. How you doing, bro? You good? How's life, my friend? How's your day been? Have you had lots of meatball dreams? You look like T-Bag from Prison Break. I do know who Teabag is, bro. He's about 5'5" and built about as big as my little finger. So why are you coming in here being a liar? Do you need to go to Specsavers, my boy? You need an appointment, quick sharpish. Because your 20/20 vision has gone down to about 5 and 5. You need to go there and get some spectacles, is my advice. I will let you see the meatballs before they're done. So I'm gonna have about 10-minute live. We are chatting, having a bit of a chat and that, yeah. And then the live's gonna be done because the cooking is done now. It will be videos, yeah, of the tasting and the seeing it when it's actually fully finished on the plate. So that will happen in video format, my friends. I don't no longer do hours upon hours of live, waiting for the time when we can taste the food. No. I'll do about 10 more minutes for you all. You've had the cooking live, and next will be the tasting video. We will give it a lovely taste, and we'll tell you what it tastes like. It will be about another half an hour to 35 minutes before it's done. 10 minutes to plate up. That's 45 minutes. And I'm not going to sit here for 45 minutes on camera just waffling. So you have me for another 5 minutes and then that's it, the cooking live is done. Hey. It will be posted tomorrow, the tasting video, with the tasting video from last night, my friend. So tomorrow when you get up in the morning, look forward to throughout the day, me posting lots of food vlogs and tasting videos for you all. Give you something to look forward to tomorrow, my friend. Yes? I'm great. Is your name Tiana? Is that how to say it? Yes, Danny? How you doing, my brother? Hey Dan, did you see the difference in that new golf swing that I was trying today? Did you see the actual difference, bruv? I don't know, Alexandra. I don't know. That's what you call trying to change your whole swing in like one day. I didn't do bad, Danny. I didn't do bad, bro. Because, that is not my swing. So I didn't do bad, bro, considering I tried to change everything. Have a good evening, Mark. Yeah, but it wasn't transferring into the distance though, Dan. I was getting some good connection, but it just wasn't good enough to give me the distance that I wanted. But like I said earlier, bro, I'm not really interested in distance now. It's more about accuracy this year. So I'm willing to take my yardages down to get it more accurate. Like I said, 215, yeah, 215 yards is enough. From 215 to 220 off the deck is enough for my 5-wood. 240 to 250 off the deck is enough for my 3-wood. Do you know what I mean? So my yardage is just going to go down a bit. What's my plans for the living room? Oh, they're Tony's plans, mate. They're not my plans, mate. They're Tony's plans, mate. You'd have to ask Tony about them plans, mate. I just do the decorating. I don't actually come to the plans, mate. Look at that box. Look at that.
What?
Somebody's pushed it, increased it up. But I'll fix that when I put the other one on. Hey, Bob. You can take it out and give it a stir. I'll show all these. I'm great, Brax, how are you? Tony's going to take this out and give it a stir now, and I'll show you all. And I'll have a little taste, and I'll tell you what it tastes like. This should have a little bit of spice to it, but not much. This should only have a little bit of spice to it, man. It shouldn't be much. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'll take that top off. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I'm glad you're good, man. Yeah, that'll be red up. Once you put the bacon in there. Yeah, I'll check this out. Give it a little try, just the sauce. Just see if I can get the taste of it. Oh, that is serious banging that. And it's mad because the sauce is like velvety smooth. It's a bit weird. It's like it's thicker, and it's got a bit of a kick to it. A little bit of spice. I can taste it now on the back of my tongue. Not too much, but a little bit. That's delicious. I've got a feeling that's probably going to be a 9 or 10. That one maybe, especially with the fresh made garlic bread and all that. It's probably going to be a high score, that one, I reckon, because that tastes fucking nice. Make that taste so nice. Try it, bud. No, it'll be tagliatelle pasta and homemade garlic bread with that. That's what will be with that. Tagliatelle pasta and homemade garlic bread. Beef backyard. Yeah, that's Viking meatballs, man. And it will put hair on your chest. It's a hell of a meal. Like I said, in this live, I have shown you how to cook that. Every ingredient used, every cooking process that I've used to cook it, I've done it all live. So if you guys want to cook that, when I go off live and uploads, yeah, you'll be able to cook it yourself. I will do a food tasting when it's done in about half an hour, 40 minutes, but that'll be in video format. I'll put it on TikTok and then I'll also put it on YouTube. So tomorrow you'll have a few videos on here to get your teeth into, literally to get your teeth into. I know, Brett. I think it's going to take a while for people to get used to the new me, Brax. But they will eventually, you know, bro. They're going to have to. They've got no choice because I'm not going to revert back to what I was. You know this, Braxton. You've been watching me. So has everybody in here, really. Danny and everybody. You've all watched me over the last year, haven't you? Just make leaps and bounds and turn into a different person in front of your very eyes. And you know there is no going backwards. So let's see how people respond to the new me, because this is definitely a new me. That's why the channel's called Daddy G, the new me. When JJ came up with that name, it was the perfect name. I knew before I even put the poll up that was going to win. I knew. No, they don't, Brax. I think it's going to take a while, but I think I'm slowly getting a bit of progress with it. Do you know what I mean? I think people are understanding me a little bit more and taking more time to get to know me, rather than just forming an opinion on a clip. I think people are like taking a bit more time to get to know who I am now. You know, engaging with me, seeing how I engage with other people before they make their mind up, which is good. You should always do that, because a clip can be so out of context. Do you get what I mean? Whereas when you get to watch me live every day and you get to interact with me, then you get to see, you know, the person that I am, kind of thing. Yeah, that is a koala bear. That's koala fucking Keith, mate. He's on my 3-wood, and it's my most deadly club. So Koala Keith is a fucking beast. I'll tell you now. When I was trying to smash the ball, mate, I could hit that fucker over 300 yards. And it's a fucking 3-wood. God damn, Danny. What the fuck's going on, mate? What the fuck's going on? I don't know what's going on, mate. I can't now because I've changed my fucking swing. So we've lost some distance. But still, it's still my favourite fucking club. I'll tell you now. Fucking Koala. Koala. Koala fucking Kev. When I'm playing golf live, he's always in the videos, isn't he? Whenever I pull him out, I'll like come to the screen, and Koala Kev has a conversation with you all. But all right, Cans? Yeah, buddy, you fucking boy, and all you can see is Koala Kev. You can't see me. You can hit the ball 300 yards with that 3-wood, can you, Danny? I can, mate. I fucking can. Does it go straight every time? Nah, sometimes I can hit it 300 yards over there. And sometimes I can hit it 300 yards over there. Sometimes I can hit 300 yards in the fucking air. But yeah, that's just how it is. How many times can you replicate that shot, Danny? Well, I don't know, probably maybe 2 out of 10, maybe. 2 out of 10. It's good numbers though, mate. Good consistency, that, mate. Yeah, I'll tell you now, that's fucking amazing consistency, Danny. You stick with that, you'll be all right, mate. Nah, man. Take the power out, take the distance out, and just, you know, play to within my means a lot more, basically, rather than trying to have a swing speed that is ridiculous. Something I can't really keep a hold of. Rather than that, let's get the swing nice and tight, nice and consistent, and just lose a bit of distance. I'll probably be sending my 3-wood about 260 yards now. I would imagine that'll be the distance roughly off a tee that I'll send my 3-wood. 250, 260. It's enough. My driver, probably going to be about 270 or 280 yards now. So I'm not going to do that massive backswing and wind it all the way up. Because I'm going to be looking to hit it out the middle of the fucking club face every time as much as possible. So with that, it's going to have to be a tighter swing, shorter backswing. Loads of stuff's going to have to change. But I don't mind losing a bit of distance if I get a little bit of accuracy. I'll tell you now, I don't think Robin Hood would have been a legend if he only hit the target fucking once in 10, mate. Yeah, it's all about practice. Yeah, to be honest with you, I've got a kind of, all jokes aside, I mean, it is golf. I mean, you know something, sometimes I get in my own headspace and I go too much with it, like, and I've just got to I'm just going to enjoy it. Just enjoy it and try and tweak my swing and get as good as I can whilst enjoying it, though. But realising that I'm 44 fucking years of age, I ain't never going to be on the PGA Tour. Get that sunk into my brain, yeah, because I'm a different man now. I'm very real, right? That ain't never going to happen, mush. So at the end of the day, just enjoy it, Danny. Get as good as you can whilst enjoying it, though, Danny. Rather than, why so serious, though? Why so serious, though, Danny G? Why are you so serious, though? I mean, the other day I played shit. Right, I really did. And when I put the videos up, you'll see I played really wank. I played crap, right? But I enjoyed the day, though. I had a laugh. Do you know what I mean? So that was a bit of a breakthrough. Because I don't get angry no more. But usually if I play like that, I haven't had a score like that since I can remember. But if I play like that normally, I'll get fucking livid, mate. I get proper livid. Proper. Do you know what I mean, right? And like, not angry where I'm screaming and shouting no more, but inside myself, I'm like, Danny, you are shit, man. What the fuck? And I would get proper serious with it, and I'd start to like really concentrate and then fuck up even more, because not because I was angry, just because I was hyper focusing and thinking about too many things. Whereas the other day, I didn't play very well, man. Do you know what I mean? I played really not very well at all. Yeah, but I did enjoy it. I came off the course smiling. So I've made a breakthrough there as well. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed it the other day, even though I played bad. So Onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards. Yes, JW. Oh, I know, Danny. And I think as well, do you know, like when I'm doing videos for you guys, like me and Tony have spoke about this. Sometimes, like, it's mad how you can talk yourself into a bad shot, bro. So sometimes, you've seen me do this. I'll be like, right, there's a bunker there and there's trees on the right. I want to avoid the trees on the right and I definitely want to avoid that bunker. Now, normally I wouldn't even think that. I'd just get up, look at the fucking flag. I'd see the dangers, but I wouldn't think about them. I'd just look at the flag. And then what will I do, bro? I'll go in the bunker in the fucking tree on the right. I've literally just talked myself into that shot through talking to you guys too much when I'm taking my shot. So I think what I've got to do is talk to you guys in between the holes. And when I'm playing the holes, just play. Like from tee to green, focus on what I'm doing rather than, you know, taking my focus off what I'm supposed to be fucking doing. I overanalyze all the time, bro. Yeah, JW, well, you know something, brother, it's gonna I've got to get myself back down to that level, but I don't want to do it through stressing myself out. So I'll just keep practicing. I'll keep practicing, keep trying new things, you know what I mean, and just see how it goes. Take all the power out my swing and concentrate on weight transfer and timing more than anything else. Stop trying to rely on hitting the ball far. Because like I said, it's okay if you can hit the ball like a rocket, if you can do it 8 times out of 10. But I don't do it 8 times out of 10. So it's not really something to rely on anymore. It's just hindering me, if anything. So I need to get accuracy. And some of that is going to be sometimes leaving my ego on the tee. You know, like not taking my driver because everybody else has took driver and I want to outdrive them. Don't take your 3-iron. It's a perfect 3-iron shot. You can't go too far with the 3-iron. If you go left or right, there's no trouble. So you're going to be on the right-hand edge of the fairway or the left-hand edge of the fairway, which is still going to give you a second shot to the green, even though it might be a little bit further away. Well, that's good because it'll give me practice on my long irons. I've always relied on distance, right? So I've always been 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron pitching wedge range on my second shot. That's why I'm not particularly that good with my long irons, because I've never really had to use them that much. Well, maybe now I'm going to have to play for the course a bit more and take my ego out and leave my woods in the bag a lot more and play with my irons. And then I'm going to have to use these long irons, which will only benefit me because it'll get me better at using them. Do you get what I mean? Do I get anxiety? What, on camera, you mean? A little bit. It's not as bad as when I first started. When I first started, it was fucking terrible, bro. I mean, because obviously, with all the hate that I get, I had it in the back of my head that if I fuck up, I'm going to get bare hate on this shot kind of thing when I first started doing it. I don't get that now. I still get a little bit of anxiety, but not like I did when I first started. Only a little bit, and it's getting less and less and less the more I play on camera. I do, Brax. I do need one of them nets, I agree. And with the alcohol thing that somebody said earlier, yeah, right, I agree with you. Me and Tony spoke about this. And I won't do I might do drinking lives for you all, but they'll only be 2 hours long. And there's a reason for this, because me and Tony, it was Tony who pointed it out to me, really. She said, Danny, do you know something? She went, for the first 2 hours of your drinking lives, you're all good. She went, you're in a good mood, and that is because people know that up to the 2-3 hour mark, you're not drunk enough to be able to lead in any kind of conversational direction. Because you'll just say, shut up and leave me alone, and you'll just carry on doing your dancing or your singing or having a laugh or whatever. She said, so for the first 2-3 hours, you're all right, man. She went, but when you go over that mark and you get really pissed, and we're talking 4 or 5 hours into the live here, that's when people who have been lurking come in to chat, because they know you're wrecked, yeah, and they know they can get you. They can lead you down a certain, route of conversation, Danny. And that's why it always goes wrong. It's not you. It's people in your fucking chat. I've watched it happen too many times now. So if I do a drinking live for you guys, it's 2 hours long. At the 2 hour mark, I'm done, I'm gone. That's a conscious decision and change that I'm going to make towards my content. No more drinking lives. I'll only ever do a drinking live in my house now. If I'm out and about, it'll be vlogged. It'll be video style. Yeah, because it's just better that way. You get more views that way, and it's less like time on camera. You can watch clips throughout the night. It'll be a lot more exciting for you all, to be honest, because you'll get to see all different clips rather than just watching two people for 5 hours. Try and keep you entertained. But when I have a drink in the house, 2 hours long, that's it, no more. No. My bro and my nephew were in the coffee shops all the time, bro, and then walked out with what they bought. So no. Oh, I know, Peregrinus, but what I will say is that was a pure joke, you know, bro. And Ethan knew it, and so did Tony. He wasn't. I was just joking, like totally joking. But yes, I did go a little bit too far. But that's because I you know, I probably got to that point where I drunk too much, and do you know what I mean? Like you've got to know your limits, bro. I know mine. Like I said, being on camera for too long drinking, it's not about that. It's just not about that. Because, like I said, you can be led in different ways, and once you start going down a conversational route that might be a little bit dark, then your thoughts might change because you're on alcohol, and then the conversation might get dark. Anything can fucking, again, I'm talking about anything, mate. So at the end of the day, that's not a good idea. 2 hours is my limit on YouTube to drink, and then come off, have something to eat, go to bed. I wouldn't drink enough in 2 hours anyway. I drink quick. No, alcohol agrees with me completely, Alexandra. Tony will take that. If I'm not doing a live and I'm drinking, I'm happy as fuck, man. I am the happiest drunk you'll ever know. No joke. It's people on the live that lead me down conversation routes I shouldn't be going down. That's what it is. Like somebody, they know what they're doing. It can be something that sounds so innocent, but I now recognise it for what it is. I've been drinking for 3.5 hours. I've drunk 5-6 pints in bottles, yeah? And I've drunk them fast, right? Yeah? So it's like, now I'm a bit twisted sisters. And then somebody will say, how do you feel about losing your son? And they'll put it in such a nice way, but then that'll take me down a conversational route. And then my emotion will come through. And then it'll go fucking pear-shaped. I see it for what it is. I've recognised it. And now I can sort it, and it'll never happen again. No, there's no justifying myself to nobody no more, mate. There's no justifying myself. I've just recognised it for what it was. You know what I mean? It's that simple. I've just recognised it for what it was. I know that when I get too drunk, I can be led down a conversational path, and then emotions can come out of me that are no longer positive. And I don't want that. So that's why 2 hour lives. Whenever I have a drink, 2 hours, that's what you got me for. If I go out and get pissed out there, though, you'll have me on vlogs, man. Because I'll be vlogging it, innit? Then you'll get the beginning of the night, you'll get me necking off a drink with you, you'll probably get when I'm dancing, because Tony will film when I'm dancing, then you might get me staggering out of the pub, pissed, having a chat to people. It'll be like vlog style, so... Yeah, always, Brax. Always gets a bit dark towards the end. But that's, I've realised, it's lurkers, isn't it? It's lurkers. Waiting for the perfect time to strike. Well, he's drunk 7 bottles now. He's on his 8th bottle. Now's the perfect time to strike. You know, the little snakes in the grass and that, bro. That's what it is, isn't it? You know, the little snakes in the grass, the little lurkers and that. Yeah. Waiting until Danny's proper twisted sisters, yeah? He's been laughing and dancing for the last 2-3 hours. And then all of a sudden, yeah. At least I've seen it for what it is, Brax. At least it took me a long time, right? It was Tony, though. It was Tony pointed this out to me. You want it, sweetheart? Mm-hmm. She had a conversation with me. And she pointed it out to me. And as soon as she pointed it out to me, I saw it with clarity. Something that I couldn't see myself. Like, mad that is. It's not done yet, Becky Jones. It'll be done in about 15-20 minutes. Right, I'm off live now. You want to see the tasting? You're going to have to wait for the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I've waffled enough after I've cooked. If you want to cook it yourself, you know how to do it. You know the ingredients involved, yeah? Enjoy it, man. It's fucking delicious. It really is. I've already tasted it, so I know how nice it's going to be. But I've made it loads of times, so it's delicious. Yeah, enjoy. Very hearty meal, mate. Much love from my family to all of yours. I'll see you all soon. Peace out. Respect.